Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. So this video is for anyone who is thinking about relocating to Costa Rica. You might be coming in from the USA, the UK, wherever you're coming in, but you're wondering, is it safe? Is it safe for you and your family from a crime perspective? Now, I have been here myself for a number of years. I came here sometime in 2015, I think it was, and I've been in and out of the country a lot, but I've spent the last 12 months here. And I will tell you this, for the first few years, if you'd asked me that question, is it safe? I would have told you, yes, it's incredibly safe and you don't really have to worry about crime. However, now that I've been here for a longer period of time, I can tell you it's a great place to live, but there's the side of Costa Rica that you will see in brochures, you'll hear about from real estate agents and people in the tourism industry, like myself. And that's the Pura Vida lifestyle, the carefree, easygoing way of living. And it's very attractive when you see it presented like that. And a lot of it is like that. But then there's the other side of living in Costa Rica, the darker side. And usually you need to live here for a number of years before you really see that. And by the way, this whole episode, this is inspired because last night I'm in this Facebook group that I'm in. There's about 30,000 expats living in this country who are in this Facebook group. And I see this young guy, young 20s, and he posted around 2 a.m. He had just been out to a club in Jaco, which is a town about 30 minutes away from here, which is known for being a little bit dangerous if you want to go there, say after 10 p.m. at night. But he'd been out, and this was around 1 a.m. He goes upstairs to a different section of this club, and they tell him it's 60 bucks, and he refuses to pay. So 4 guys jump him, they beat him up, and they take his phone. So he goes to this group and he's posting about this nightmare experience that he has. And so all the other gringos, the expats, start commenting, and most of them are basically along the lines of, well, you know, it serves you right. You shouldn't have been out at that time in this place. You were quite naive. And in a way, he was. But that's exactly what I mean when I say there's a darker side of living here. There's definitely crime that goes on, and it's not just petty theft. There's a lot of violent crime that goes on. For example, people living in more remote areas. This happens all the time. It happened about a week ago, not too far, actually back behind my shoulder, somewhere up that beach, where armed robberies take place. And you'll have situations where 4, 5, 6 guys will come armed, you know, guns, knives, and they'll bash down someone's door in the middle of the night and rob them. It happens all the time. Believe me, I know about this. It happens quite often, and you never really hear about it too much. You don't hear about it for a number of reasons. Number one, it's the kind of thing that would really hurt the tourism industry, because tourism here in Costa Rica, it is an enormous part of the economy, especially people coming from the USA. They pump a lot of money into this economy, not just for tourism dollars, but also spending money on real estate. A very large percentage of the economy is based on that. And so you don't hear about it too much. And also a lot of it goes unreported, because if you ask anyone who's lived here for a number of years, I'm talking about expats who have been the victim of a violent crime and has gone to either the police or the OIJ, which is the OIJ, basically it's the FBI of Costa Rica, they will tell you that virtually nothing happens unless there is a murder or a rape, but really mainly murders. Nothing really much tends to get done, and that can be for a number of reasons. There is a lot of crime here, and organizations like the OIJ, they are very, very busy on serious crimes. They are underfinanced. If you go and see their offices here, you will see what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying to you is that a lot of crime, if it's anything less than murder, not much really happens here. And again, talk to anyone who's lived here for a while and they will tell you. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to scare you away from coming to Costa Rica. There's a great side of living here and visiting here, and any country you go to is going to have that, any country in the world. I've lived in numerous different countries over the last 10 years, and I can tell you that they all have that. They all have the more public image that's presented to tourists and to investors, and then there's the darker side of it. But the reason why I share this with you is, if you are thinking about moving to Costa Rica, or any country for that matter, the best thing that you can do is come here, rent, live in multiple different communities, see which area you like, and join the Facebook groups that are full of expats that have been here for a few years and some that have been here for several decades, and just observe, see what they talk about in the groups, because you'll hear about it. You'll hear the good, the bad, but you'll really get to know what actually happens, not just what the real estate agents tell you, not just what you read about in the tourism blogs online, but you'll see the real side, both sides, the dark side and the good side. Now, by the way, one of the reasons why I bring this up is because if you are seriously evaluating whether you want to come here, live here, bring your family here and be here on a permanent basis, and you do want to hear about the good side and the bad side so you can make an informed decision. In about 10 days from now, I'm putting on a 7-day live event, which is specifically about relocating to Costa Rica and other countries around the world. It's called the International Freedom Summit, and I have numerous expert speakers coming in, lawyers, I have people who specialize in setting up people here in Costa Rica. I also have expats, people who have been here for a number of years, who are going to share with you the good and the bad, things that they wish they had known before they brought their family here or before they brought a house here. So you'll get to hear about it from both sides, and then you can make an informed decision. That's going to be a 7-day, 6-night live event. All your accommodation, food, drinks, entertainment, everything is included. Half the time we're going to be in the seminar training room. You're going to be hearing from these speakers. You can ask them any questions you want. The other half the time I'm going to show you the really positive parts of living in Costa Rica. So we'll go and do all the different tourist activities like the zip lines, the ATVs, exploring the national park. So you'll get to see a really balanced side of it. You'll hear about the truth when it comes to crime and your safety, but you'll also hear about the positives too. So if you want to come to that event, there should be a link somewhere below. There's still time to get tickets, to book your flights, and if you can make it, then I strongly encourage you to get here. This is the best way that you can learn what it's really like to live in this wonderful country. So that's it from me today, and I hope to see you here real soon.